It is Christine with Gauge Girl Training, online meal planning and coaching service. Pardon the appearance, I just did some fasted cardio on the treadmill, and this morning we are discussing how to get rid of a hormonal belly, and I'm going to give you exact, specific tips. You're gonna walk away knowing exactly what to do. So I hope you guys enjoy. While I am doing this live stream, I'm going to be prepping some food as well. So we are going to multitask this morning. So, just so you guys know, I am meal prepping some grilled chicken. I am going to be grilling today, and I am in this insane kale salad phase. I had this incredible kale Caesar salad, this Asian kale Caesar salad, the other day at a restaurant, and I was floored by how delicious it was, and I'm going to recreate it. But I am going to debone my chicken thighs because, good morning, Deanna, because those of you guys who know me, you guys know I love chicken thighs without the bones. And the reason why I take the bones out of the chicken thighs is because I can get them crispier. Does that make sense? I can get them substantially crispier, and it's just one less thing to worry about. So I'm going to be deboning my chicken thighs. I'm going to be marinating them with some lemon, with some garlic, and a bunch of spices, and I'm going to grill them today. But for those of you guys joining me this morning today, we are talking about exactly how to get rid of a hormonal belly. And I'm going to jump right into it, my friends. If you guys are enjoying this topic, please take 2 seconds, give the live stream a thumbs up, and comment where you are from. I would love it if you guys would tell me where you are from. So, how to get rid of a hormonal belly? First, you need to make sure that it is your hormones that is causing your belly fat. Hormonal belly is kind of straightforward to identify. Now, a lot of people ask me, Christine, do I need to get my hormones tested to know if I have hormonal belly? The answer is yes. You can absolutely get your hormones tested. You want to test your estradiol levels. You want to test your progesterone levels. You want to test your cortisol levels. Those are going to be the 3 main things for you to tell if your hormonal belly, if your belly fat is due to hormones. Now, with that being said, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look at your estradiol to your progesterone levels. You want to enter that data into an online calculator. I use Omni Calculator, which is a free website where you can enter your data. And the ratio that you want between your estradiol levels and your progesterone levels is between 100 and 500. That is normal. Now, here's the problem. You can get your estrogen tested, you can get your progesterone tested, and those values can be normal. But the issue is it's about the ratio between the two. So if you do get blood work and you do get these tested, first of all, if you are still getting your period, make sure you test between days 17 to 21, but optimally you may want to get in there between like days like 19 and 21. So that's what you want to do. And if your estrogen to progesterone levels are less than 100, you have estrogen dominance. So that is a big red flag. Now, other red flags are, you can get your cortisol levels evaluated as well, and that's going to tell you if it's out of spec. So the next thing that you can do, so the thing is, I don't think you necessarily need to get blood work done to know if you are dealing with a hormone imbalance, and here's why. The signs are pretty obvious, and I think that a lot of women need to trust your intuition when something is inherently off. If your body is more apple-shaped, you guys know what I mean when I say apple-shaped, meaning if you're kind of slender in the arms and legs, and not necessarily slender, but you don't store a lot of fat on the arms and legs, and you find that you are storing more centrally. More fat is being stored centrally in your body. That is a really big sign of hormonal imbalance. The next one is you're always tired. And when I say always tired, I'm talking about the type of tired that no matter how much you sleep, that no matter how much coffee you drink, that no matter what you do, you just feel like you are dragging. For those of you guys just joining the live stream, it is Christine with Gauge Girl Training, an online meal planning and coaching service. I'm a food scientist, I'm a chemical engineer, and this morning we're talking about how to get rid of a hormonal belly. And I am first telling you guys what to look out for to even know if you have a hormonal belly. So with all of those things being said, you need to understand that These things are reversible. It's absolutely positively reversible. And hormone imbalance, it can come from a lot of different things. It can come from primarily the food you eat. It can come from your stress levels. It can come from the medication that you are on. It can come from endocrine disruptors. Maybe there's like a lot of plastics and maybe some products. I know that there's some hair care products out there that have been jacking up ladies' hormones, and I can do separate video on that. Are somatic exercises helpful? I would say absolutely yes. And hello from Virginia. And I would love it if you all would take 2 seconds to comment where you are from. I love knowing where my subscribers are from. And make sure you subscribe to the video and take 2 seconds to give it a thumbs up. I found this video, I am in need to lose belly fat from perimenopause. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly what you need to do. Now, in order to lose hormonal belly fat, the number one thing I would love for you guys to do is to start increasing your dietary fiber intake. The average American gets 9 grams of fiber per day. The bare bones minimum you need is 17 grams. For optimal health, you want 25 grams. Now, for hormone health, my friends, you want to be north of 25, 30, 35 grams of fiber, because so when you guys think fiber, you might, tell me what you think when you think fiber. Let me put it that way instead. And the reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of people think like, oh, fiber, it helps you go to the bathroom. And you might think, if I go to the bathroom, I'm losing weight. That is not why fiber helps with hormonal belly. The reason why fiber helps with hormonal belly is, yes, obviously going to the bathroom is good for you. We are talking about how to get rid of hormonal belly. And the number one thing is to increase your dietary fiber intake. I need all of you ladies getting a bare bones minimum of 25 grams of fiber per day. Now, the next thing the reason why the fiber is so important is this. How many of you guys are not having regular bowel movements? And when I say bowel movements, I mean you should be using the bathroom, having a bowel movement at least once a day. At least once a day. And if that is not happening, that is an issue. Because for my ladies in perimenopause and menopause, you don't even necessarily need to be in perimenopause or menopause to have a hormonal belly, but that happens often. Now, the next thing is, the reason why it's so important is because there are circulating estrogens. There are circulating estrogens in your body, and they are meant to be detoxified through the liver. However, a lot of times they don't get detoxified, and the reason why that is an issue is because excess circulating hormones contribute to fat distribution patterns in the lower abdomen. Let me repeat that. If you have circulating excess hormones that are not being properly detoxified from the body on a regular basis, that is going to shift your fat distribution pattern in the lower abdomen, and that is very important. That is very important. That is something that you guys really need to understand, and I want you guys to all wrap your head around it. So I have chia seeds every day. That helps me. Chia seeds are fantastic. If you have fat to lose, don't take I'm not sure what you are saying. Now, that's number one. And I would love all of you guys to start paying attention to how much fiber you are consuming per day. So if you're good at macro tracking, if you are the type of person that you understand the benefit of tracking your calories, tracking your macros, that's wonderful. The problem is when you track your protein, carbs, and fat, there are multiple types of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates can come from soluble fiber, insoluble fiber, as well as sugar, or even sugar alcohols, and I can do a whole nother video on the different types of carbohydrates. But what I want you guys to start paying attention to is your fiber intake, because when you pay more attention to your fiber, it really tells you a lot about the quality of the carbohydrates you are consuming. So for instance, let's say you have a Kit Kat bar, and I don't know, let's say, I have no idea how many carbs are in it. Let's say it's got 30 grams of carbs in it. The carbs in a Kit Kat for 30 grams is probably all sugar. If you're eating vegetables, yes, there'll be carbs in your vegetables, but the problem it's not the problem, it's going to be more It's going to be more fiber in your vegetables, in your leafy greens, in avocado, in low sugar fruit. Now, how do you get more fiber? The easiest way to increase your fiber, Cindy, excellent question. I want you to start including leafy greens. That's going to help, but it's only going to help so much. So, and the reason why I say this is 1 cup of spinach, it's like a handful. 1 cup of spinach is 1 gram of fiber. So even if you had a handful of spinach with every meal, that's only 3 grams of fiber. So that'll start you. I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite fiber sources. I have sunflower seeds, avocado. I use pumpkin seeds. Now, these 2 things, these are wonderful for balancing your hormones. Now, there's a couple ways you can take it. You could literally just put them on a salad. You can grind them up and put it into a smoothie. You can just eat them as a snack, as a standalone. That's one thing you can do. I love the Gauge Life prebiotic fiber. This prebiotic fiber has 10 grams of fiber per serving, 0 sugar, 0 additives. Now, if you have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, you cannot take this, but for everybody else, you can do this. Now, the beauty of this is going to give you 10 grams of fiber in 1 shot. The only caveat I want you guys to pay attention to is only take 1 scoop at a time. Like, don't like double up and take 2 scoops. It's going to be too much. It's going to picture like you're putting like a ton of Drano down the drain. And if you are going to start increasing your fiber, and if you're going to start taking fiber supplements, you must, I repeat, you must drink plenty of water. If you start increasing your fiber and don't take plenty of water, you will be constipated, and it's going to have the reverse effect. So I'm telling you guys, I want you guys to increase your fiber, but I'm talking, make sure you're getting at least like 100 ounces a day. I would love it if you guys would get 128 ounces, which is a gallon. Or for those of you guys who follow liters, 3.74 liters. Again, even if you can get a minimum of 3 liters. So give me 1 second. I'm going to throw this in the trash. But you have to increase your water to manage your fiber. So for those of you guys knowing what I'm doing, I just deboned an entire container of chicken thighs because I'm going to be grilling some chicken today. So fiber, leafy greens. Hello, Graviella from California. Leafy greens, avocado, nuts and seeds, fiber supplements. Oh, you know what else is good? Chia seeds is really good. Flax seeds is good. Hemp seeds is good. What to take if you have IBS? That is an excellent question. I would take Metamucil if you have IBS. You've been tracking calories and exercising, still no weight loss, you're 194 pounds. Start tracking your fiber intake, Amina. Start tracking your fiber intake. Now, I have an entire hormone reset nutrition protocol, which is fantastic. And it's going to tell you exactly everything to eat. And if you guys want that, make sure you message me on Instagram or just comment on this video afterwards, and I will drop the link where you can order that. Can you put all this stuff into a smoothie and get it done with? The answer is yes, you can. I know there are a lot of folks who want to just get it over and done with in a smoothie, and I understand that. I completely understand that. If you are just joining the live stream, welcome. It is Christine with Gauge Girl Training, an online meal planning and coaching service. We are talking today about how to get rid of a hormonal belly, and the number 1 tip I shared so far is to increase your dietary fiber intake. The next thing you want to do, does anyone want to guess the next thing? The next thing you want to do is you want to increase your dietary fat intake. You cannot be afraid to consume more healthy fats. So a lot of diets demonize fat intake, and you have to understand that eating fat doesn't make you fat. The hormonal process that causes fat gain results from going too high in carbohydrates. Insulin triggers fat storage. Insulin is triggered by the consumption of excess carbohydrates. Consumption of dietary fats does not spike your blood sugar, does not spike insulin, and fat consumption does not trigger fat storage. Let me repeat that. Fat consumption, dietary fat consumption does not trigger fat storage. Carb consumption is what causes insulin to spike and cause insulin is the fat storing hormone, my friends, not dietary fat. So For those of you who are stuck at 180 pounds, paramour frustrated. So examples of my favorite dietary fats, I'm glad you asked. Olive oil. And a great way to get more olive oil is I like to have like salads. So for instance, I'll have like a nice big bowl of arugula. I will dress that with olive oil, a squeeze of lemon, some Himalayan sea salt, and some black pepper. It's like a really simple salad. Like I said, dressing it on leafy greens is really good. Avocado. Right now, I'm preparing some healthy fats. I have some chicken thighs here. I'm keeping the skin on them because I want those healthy fats. I like salmon. Do I have salmon friends here? Do I have people who love salmon? Salmon is fabulous. Salmon is absolutely fabulous. If you can get, so old are you? I'm not sure what you were talking about over there. I'm very confused. So the next thing that you want to do is, again, nuts, seeds, avocado, coconut oil. Coconut oil is also very, very nice. You can add those fats to your coffee if you wish, or tea, and make it kind of like a latte. Another thing that I love, I have it right here, coconut milk. I like to cook with coconut milk. Cooking with coconut milk is really nice. I have a lot of recipes in my hormone reset protocol that cook with coconut milk. I have this fabulous coconut pumpkin chicken curry, which is amazing. And for those of you guys who you love chicken thighs, you're making that for dinner, you're obsessed with salmon, you have it almost every day. I am obsessed with salmon as well. You prefer to drink coconut milk, and that's totally fine. After being on the 21-day hormone reset, how do you know if your hormones have reset? That is a wonderful question. You will know several ways. The first one is you're going to be having regular bowel movements. And when I say regular bowel movements, I'm not trying to be TMI, but the quality of your stool volume is going to be higher. So when you use the restroom, you will find that you're having good bowel movements. You're not having loose stools. And I'm not trying to be gross here, but we're talking about this very like anatomically, biologically. You're going to have nice stool volume. So you'll be finding that your stools are solid, that a lot is coming out of you. That's one way. You're going to be finding that you are not fatigued. You are going to find that you are feeling very satiated after your meals. So after you eat, if you have a lot of sugar cravings, and no matter how much you eat, you find that your body is always craving, and like it's like that hunger switch cannot be turned off. That is a sign that your hormones are imbalanced. So if you start finding that your energy is stable, you're not fatigued, you are feeling more calm, you're feeling satiated, having really good stool volumes, and you're going to find that like your lower abdomen is going to start getting flatter. So my clients after 21 days can lose anywhere from 2 to 3 inches off the waist. I do have some folks who lose 5 to 6 inches off of the waist during that program. Again, the weight loss varies person to person, but the average person probably loses somewhere between 5 and 10 pounds during the hormone reset. Most people lose around 10 pounds or so on the hormone reset, and you will feel the difference. Like you will feel the difference. Now, if there's anybody here who feels like you have very specific health issues with your hormones, maybe you haven't been taking care of yourself, maybe you've been getting some testing, maybe you've been following me for years and years and years, and you're at the point where you need some more personalized support, and you want to work with me directly, I do one-on-one coaching, and it's a lot of TLC, it's a lot of hand-holding, it is very personal and custom, and I work with you personally to sort out these things, to go through your labs, to dial in your nutrition. And if any of you watching this wants to talk to me directly, meaning if you want me to literally call you on the phone, I can do a 10-minute complimentary discovery call with any of you guys who are very serious about getting your health in order. So if you want to take me up on a complimentary discovery call, I can only take 2 people today. I can only take 2. So those of you who want that, you can message me on Instagram at gaugegirltraining to book it. But again, it needs to be, you gotta message me after this. And like I said, I can only take 2 people, and you have to be very serious. Like, please don't waste my time. I'm talking about someone who's like, Christine, I do think I need these help with these hormones. I may need coaching. I'm not sure what I need, and you want to talk to me personally. And I understand that, my friends. Like, I understand that investing in your health can be scary. I understand that sometimes you don't know what you need, but you know you need to do something. If you don't have Instagram, The Real Angel Girl, what you can do is you can email me, info@gaugegirltraining.com, and just say you want to book a discovery call with me. It is a 10-minute discovery call, and during the discovery call, I'll talk to you. Like, I'm going to listen about what's going on with you, and I'll make a suggestion about what's going to make the most sense, whether you should do my hormone reset, whether you would be a good candidate for coaching. Yes, info, info, at gaugegirltraining.com, GAUGE girltraining.com. So increasing your dietary fats. The next thing is, and everyone's going to get mad at me. You guys ready to get mad at me? You want to lower your caffeine intake. You want to eliminate lactose, and you want to eliminate gluten. We want to get rid of anything that's going to be inflammatory. And the hormone reset is excellent for that. It's really good to give yourself a break. So lactose, as you guys know, when you hear lactose, you think dairy. But the word lactose literally means milk sugar. So it's sugar. And I think a lot of times people don't think of dairy as being sugar, because I know for me, when I think sugar, I think like something that's sweet. I think candy. I think chocolate. I think like cake. And I think of dairy, I think like cheese. I think milk. So with that being said, just make sure that you understand that dairy is, in fact, milk sugar. Milk sugar. Does that make sense? So again, you want to eliminate lactose, you want to eliminate gluten, you want to eliminate all refined starches, because that's going to make a big difference. If you guys are enjoying this live stream, I'm really glad you're here. I would love it if you guys would take 2 seconds to give the live a thumbs up. There are 3 dots on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Click that and then give it a thumbs up, because it really helps out. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you're getting moderate amounts of protein. I find that protein is obviously very essential. The proteins and the fat is very helpful. Now, when you are balancing your hormones, my friends, what's going to happen is you need to restructure your meals to be focused on 3 things. If there's anything that you take away from today, I want you guys to remember this one thing. Are you guys ready? Like, please mentally remember this. Please write down what I'm about to say. Protein, fiber, fat. You want your meals to be focused on protein, fiber, and fat. So it's a new way to structure your meals. And the thing is, the way to lose hormonal belly is counterintuitive compared to traditional dieting methods. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Traditional dieting says go in a caloric deficit. Calories in, calories out. How many of you guys have tried calories in, calories out, and it doesn't work? Protein, fiber, fat. Yes, remember that. That is the model for how you want to organize your meals to correct hormone imbalances and to make sure that your body can detoxify these excess circulating estrogens. Do I recommend taking creatine? I think that it can absolutely help. I have creatine formulated into my pre-workout supplement. It's in the other room. Protein, fiber, fat. We were talking about, the method with which losing hormonal fat, particularly hormonal belly fat and visceral fat, works is very different than traditional weight loss approaches. And I'm going to tell you guys why. When you have a hormone imbalance, your body is lacking nutrients. You don't have enough magnesium. You don't have enough vitamin D. You don't have enough healthy fats. You don't have enough fiber. You don't have enough of these minerals and nutrients and proteins needed to bring your hormones back into balance. So what happens when you go in a big caloric deficit? You're depleting your body of the nutrients it needs to bring those hormones into balance in the first place. That is the problem. And I'm telling you guys, you need to learn to embrace food. You need to learn that food is not the enemy. You need to eat to raise your metabolic rate. You need to eat to bring those hormones into balance. You need to consume healthy fats. You need to consume protein. You need to get all these nutrients. So I want you guys to take the mentality of hormonal fat loss not as a take away from the plate. I'm not telling you guys about what you can't eat, and I know I shared things that are not optimal, but instead, I want you guys to look at it as this is what I get to eat. This is what is going to help. This is what is going to heal your body. Yes, yes, yes. Nutrient density is more important than eating less, and that is the key. That is the key. That is the way. That is the truth. That is the life. So, if that's you and you're like, I know you're right. And the problem is, I've had clients who literally have a lot of weight to lose. And I'm being very serious here. I'm talking about, I have ladies who are, I don't know, anywhere from like 5 foot to 5'5", weighing north of 200 pounds, who will eat 1,200 calories a day and they won't lose weight. And what ends up happening is my clients who I do like customized packages with, coaching packages with, as well as ladies who do the hormone reset. Guys, my ladies who have the most success, they ultimately end up eating anywhere between 1,500 and 2,500 calories per day. Yes, 2,500. I have had ladies eating in that range. Now, I know I gave you a big range, but the thing is, it really is that much. So the thing is, you need to embrace eating to boost that metabolism, to get the hormones into balance, and to ultimately lose the hormonal belly. If you guys don't know what I'm doing here, I'm like preparing my chicken because I'm going to grill some chicken today. And I took chicken thighs, I deboned it, and I'm adding a lot of lemon. I'm going to be adding some garlic. Is hormone imbalance and high cortisol, is it the same? Now, the answer is yes. So high cortisol is a hormone, and cortisol can be off, and cortisol being off can introduce imbalances. So the thing is, there's 3 hormones that cause hormonal belly. I'm going to tell you guys what they are. The 3 main ones that are responsible for hormonal belly fat include elevated cortisol, elevated insulin, and high estrogen relative to progesterone. You try to eat more than 1,700 calories a day, Amina, and that is fantastic. So for those of you guys watching, I do have an incredible hormone reset mini bundle with supplements that is going to help. So it includes magnesium. Magnesium is something you take before bedtime. It's going to help improve deep, restful sleep. That is going to naturally lower your serum cortisol levels. It includes my vegan probiotic. The vegan probiotic is excellent at introducing good bacteria into your gut health because there is a mind-gut connection. When your cortisol levels are elevated, it jacks up your gut bacteria. And it also includes indole 3-carbinol, which is fantastic at detoxifying the body of excess circulating hormones. Shouldn't we reduce calories to lose weight, though? The answer, Amina, is when your hormones are off. When your hormones are off, reducing calories reduces nutrients required to bring those hormones into balance. It is counterintuitive. Can you please give me some tips to eat like this way as a vegan? Cindy, I can do even better than that. I have a plant-based hormone reset protocol. It took me a long time to build the plant-based protocol. So there's an original. The original includes protein sources that include eggs. It includes chicken. It includes salmon. A little bit of ground turkey, there's a little bit of bone broth, and there is collagen in it. Now, the plant-based one is phenomenal. The plant-based one is soy-free, and I have no artificial man-made meats. I don't have any, all that, Beyond Meat stuff. None of that is in there. Can you get the bundle shipped to South Africa? Unfortunately, you cannot. However, you can get the hormone reset protocol. You love the shirt, and thank you very much. You can order the PDF, but unfortunately we cannot ship the supplements there. And okay, I got my parsley. So I added lemon, I added garlic. I'm gonna add some spices and seasonings. I love parsley. Do I have any parsley fans? I love adding parsley to that. I'll probably also do some paprika, some salt and pepper. But I'm just making sure I'm gonna do this because it's gonna be fabulous. I'm gonna put it on the grill. I might grill it or I might air fry it. I'm not sure just yet. Where are my tongs? So with that being said, my friends, oh, check this out. I got these from Williams Sonoma. It was a gift. So they're like really sturdy tongs, but look at this. See, it's got this thing here. See that? Like that locks it. I just think that's really cool. I think that's really, really cool. And do I have anybody here who's like a Williams Sonoma fan? I love Williams Sonoma. They have like the fanciest, bougiest, nicest cooking kitchen things. Calorie ranges vary from person to person. That is absolutely true. Absolutely true. And I agree. And that is why I also offer customized programs. And you can always get a custom meal plan, or you can also do one-on-one coaching. So I'm gonna go, my friends, but like I said, you guys can invest in the Hormone Reset mini bundle to get those supplements to get you started. You guys can order the Hormone Reset nutrition protocol, which is something that you can follow on your own. I am cooking lemon garlic chicken thighs. I just added some sea salt with truffle. I love truffle. Does anyone here else love truffle? And I'm adding parsley, and I'm gonna add just, salt, pepper. And I'm just gonna let this marinate for a little bit. The next thing, my friends, is if anybody wants to talk to me directly about working together, about supporting your health needs, your health goals, about getting your hormones back on track, about me reviewing your labs, about me being your coach, I do have availability to coach, and I can take 2 people. I can take 2 people today to do a complimentary 10-minute discovery call where I will call you up and we'll talk about you. Tell me what's going on with you, and I'll let you know if you're a good candidate for coaching. I'll let you know what would make sense, if I can help you. If I can't help you, I'll tell you I can't help you. But I'd say 9.9 times out of 10 I can. How many calories is in the gut healing salad? I don't have it off the top of my head. You can definitely run the macros based off of what you put in it. Is hormonal belly similar as postpartum belly? There are a lot of similarities, Amar. There are a lot of similarities. They are not quite the same because hormonal belly is due to a hormone imbalance. Postpartum belly is due to a temporary fluctuation in your body composition as a result of having children. So guys, I'm gonna ask you guys a favor. Take 2 seconds. Please leave a thumbs up on the live stream. Please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Just tap the 3 dots at the bottom right hand corner of your screen and click the thumbs up. And then again, message me on Instagram if any of you guys want to connect for a discovery call. Like I said, I could take 2 discovery calls today. And we'll talk about you, your health. Again, you have to nab those really quick because, like I said, I will call you. I will personally call you. But in order to do that, you have to be very serious. So, and I mean this sincerely, my friends, like, I want to help you, but please don't waste my time. Like, please make sure that you're in a serious place where you're like, you know what? I think this is a sign. I think I was meant to see this video. I think that this is not a coincidence. And I really need like next level help. So guys, I love you all. Have a blessed day. I'll talk to you guys later. And any questions, let me know. Bye-bye.